I want to take a moment to walk you through conference registration. Many of your questions about conference should be answered in this video. However, if you're still feeling unsure after watching this video, please feel free to send us an email directly at contact@blackstudentcu.us. As you can see, we're currently on the home page of the BSCU website. To find the registration form and registration page, you will hover over Events and select Leadership Conference. This page will highlight all conference details and will be constantly updated as new information is received. As of today, you all are free to register for conference, and you can do that by selecting the Register Today button. Now, I'm not sure if this is just my computer and my internet, but if you end up just seeing or being stuck on a white background when you select Register Today, just feel free to refresh your screen and it'll take you to the registration form. So if you see this screen, you're on the right page. This is the 2021 registration form. And what I'm going to do is walk you through how to apply for conference as a group. So if you're an advisor and you want to register as a group, please pay close attention because there are pertinent details you do not want to miss. So for ticket type, you will select group, and you will notice there is a prompt that will tell you to please download a template if you're registering as a group. So don't just select the button, actually select the link. This registration template will pop up. You will download this template by selecting File, Download. You will select Microsoft Excel or the CSV option. Again, you will select Microsoft Excel or the CSV option. And then once that is downloaded, you will see all of the different columns and requested information that we need from all of your students. Again, we need the same information for all of your students. And so if you're registering 10 students, we need first name, last name, mailing address of all of those students. So it's important that you input that information. Please don't forget to input apartment number or clarify and confirm if your students live in apartment number, because we notice that that is the one thing that's usually missing. Another important factor is obtaining both school email addresses as well as personal email addresses. We notice that a lot of our school email addresses of our students do bounce back. So it's important that you get both email addresses so they are in the loop on everything that is needed to know about the conference. And then also shirt sizes. But other than that, every column, so from A all the way to L, needs to be inputted and gathered. So I'm going to go back to the conference registration form. Once it's downloaded, you will select yes, it is downloaded. Now you will select your membership type. You will select that you're a BSCU member. All BSCU members will have a drop down of your schools. So you will find your school on this drop down. No worries if you cannot find your school. If it's not listed, just feel free to send us an email and we'll get that form updated for you. Other than that, I'm going to select the school. You will select advisor. You will input your information. I see that typo. Please make sure you don't have any typos in your email address. All right. And then you will see, again, there's another prompt that will say, hey, download the template if you're registering as a group because you may have missed it above. Feel free to select this link and it'll take you to that registration template. You would download that and complete the information needed. You will select this in order to move on to the next page. On the next page, it highlights our policies as well as the COPA Act. Please be sure you have read and accepted both policies. Also be sure to send policies to your students so they can read it for themselves. Once you've read it and you agree to it, you will accept and you will move on. Now, we're getting close to paying and selecting shirt sizes for conference. We understand that some schools do need help with registration assistance, and that is an option. So you'll see the need assistance paying for registration, if you are one of those schools that need help or an individual that need help, feel free to select yes and follow the instructions. If you do not need any assistance, select no and then move on. The payment options are online with a debit or credit card. You will accept the PayPal fees as well, or you have the option to pay through a check or purchase order. If you're paying through a purchase order, an option will pop up that says enter your PO number. So make sure you enter your purchase order number as well. Once we move on from that, you will then be asked, how many members are you registering? Now, although we encourage you all to have an exact head count prior to submitting registration, we understand that many of you may not have that exact head count. So we're asking you that if you don't know the exact number, to still estimate a number for both registration and t-shirt sizes. So go ahead and put an estimated number for registration and then move on to shirt sizes. Now, you're free to input shirt sizes or to leave them blank. Either way, the group registration template will be our point of reference for the finalized numbers. Group registration does not have to be submitted at the time of this registration form. It just needs to be submitted prior to the 12th of February. I hope that makes sense, but if that doesn't, please feel free to send me an email for clarification. And so once you've inputted this information, the estimated amount, you will then go ahead and put select registration. Other than that, it will direct you to the payment page. You will pay for conference and you should receive a confirmation or receipt of your order immediately after. Feel free to email us at contact@blackstudentscu.us for any additional questions. We hope this was helpful and we look forward to seeing everyone in March.